Peace and welcome to this www.vibegarden.org broadcast mini reading. We are going to have a look at the energies surrounding your finances and also love. So this is essentially a synchronized love and money reading. And thank you for joining. First things first, we have an activator card of 10 of hearts. I'm reading from the Space Girl Playing Card Oracle. And we have in the area of manifestation, the Jack of Clubs and the Ace of Spades is showing up in the area of expansion. All right, so we have six of diamonds and King of diamonds as overall energies for this reading. There is a lot in the way of earnings beginning to land in your life right now. There are some things you forgot about, y'all. I feel a certainty that it's all of y'all who end up tuning in. There's some things you forgot about, some things you've done for people, times where you stood in integrity when others caved. There is karmic reward coming into your life. There's something around for like about half of you tuning in, a decade, a period of time where things work out exceedingly well. And this is not to say that after that period of time that things are just, not also going to go well, but it is to say that the seeds you plant in this time, they can go on to shine for many moons to come. So some of you are advised to get familiarized with financial advisors. Pray, call on your cosmic guardians, divine guardians to guide you. Archangel Raphael, you can call on Archangel Raphael to guide you to the right financial advisor. Some of you might need managers, accountants, things of that nature. It's all coming down to a point that should have happened. I'm getting the number 3 years ago for some of you 6 years ago. It's all coming in now. We don't want to focus on detractors, but there were energies that were very unjustly attempting to hold you back from your just due, knowing that with everything that, you've put out there in the way of good, how hard you've worked, your integrity, your talent level, that a lot of good was coming your way. Because folks can see what's coming to people in the astral, on the deep psyche, and the deep unconscious. So if you were wondering, like, why all this opposition? Well, look at the stories of so many people who've been successful before. And there's stories of, trying to reach success and all of the opposition they faced in that process. This is your story too, but you're making good. Your seeds are beginning to bloom. They bear light. They're crystalline in the higher ether. Some of y'all have seeds in temples, in higher astral temples that endure, right? So take everything as it resonates, and you'll know, by flexing your intuitive muscles, which of these messages is for you. But everyone who tunes in, your whole outlook on what's possible for you is changing. So whenever it is you're tuning in to this is the time when you're meant to hear it. The 6 of diamonds here, there's a lot of love being given back to you, people who love you. Coming in and giving to you. There's an aspect, this can be, beloveds of various kinds. It could be an aunt who really favors you, taking a little money roll, you know what I'm saying? And put it in your pocket and giving you a wink, right? This can be a promotion you didn't see coming. This can be, you write books. This can be books that you weren't sure how well they were going to sell, and suddenly they're hitting the charts, some of them topping the charts. Same with music. There's more of an interest moving in the direction of live bands, truly creative and unique music that humans make. So some of y'all could be music. The King of Diamonds energy is suggesting like you've deserved this for some time, and that you've long earned this. I think some of you, even in past lifetimes, you've earned certain rewards. I think there's a big thing with most of you tuning in where you just didn't know how to accept them, or didn't know how to see that certain things could happen to you. There's a It's like how they say the universe is conspiring in your favor. There's a concerted effort to help to move your perspective in the lane it actually belongs in relation to, we can call it karmic reward of like what's actually due to you, and I feel like at this point, a lot of it has to come to you. There's a reason it has to come to you. So big on receiving, big on aligning with the sun, with solar energies, sitting in the sun a lot, listening to music that makes you happy on a heart level. It's all coming back to you. So this is really important for you to relax into your blessings. Do what you love. All right, y'all, we're about 5 minutes in. I'm not going to make this one too long, but the news is amazing, and these energies are gorgeous. The reward card has the King of Clubs. I think there's going to be increased confidence with you becoming more social, but it does feel like more social kind of when you want to. I think some of you are nonconformist in a lot of ways, but I think like these are going to be social groups of favor, social groups of like mind, social groups that see where you're coming from, social groups that want to work with you. There probably have been some doldrums, possibly on and off, or mostly consistently for the past 8 months or so. And this is you breaking free of that. You didn't have to be trapped in it. Some of it was a review, sign of like we'll call it a pre-transformation life review. Some of it was you looking at energies, and I feel like the universe was asking like, so how long do you want to sit in this? Because like nothing's popping in this energy. There may have been some fear that was attached to this energy, fear of not being noticed, fear of being bypassed, fear of being stolen from, of someone coming and taking something you're supposed to have and using it for themselves and acting like, I don't know, they don't see you or you don't have the right to say anything about it. But I feel like anyone who's done that to you, they are on the road to paying for that now. So you really can't forget about them and give them to the Lord, give them to God. You know what I'm saying? And keep it moving. Align with Archangel Michael. Like it's just walk heart lighter than a feather. It is just better to move forward in your life. And props to the clips. Let God sort them out. Like for real. Why waste your time, right? With lessons that are going to be best served by, the ultimate, the creator, and those with the ultimate levels of vantage point over earth plane affairs. The 9 of Diamonds is here. You are in the lane now. You're anchored on the road with light anchors of self-sufficiency. I am seeing symbolisms that are communicating like a raining down of cash. I feel like that's coming too, but you are in a self-sufficiency you can feel. Even if some of you are like, well, yeah, things have started to improve, but I don't know if I'd call this self-sufficient. It's on its way, or you're on your way to it. You're on the road. You're in the lane. You know what I'm saying? Like there is an energy here of no going back to an impoverished mindset. I hope y'all found this helpful. The 10 of Hearts being the activator, this is you being open to higher connections in life, higher connections etherically, being counted, being seen, being gracious in that, no longer being self-denigrating for those of y'all who need to hear that. And you have the Jack of Clubs showing up as the manifest emanation card. This is you going to get it. Something you want, you going to get it. Something, this can be what you want to achieve. This can be applying for something. This can be calling about something. It's going to be much easier for you to access. You're just due. That's really how it's coming up. And the expansion card, Ace of Spades, your mindset at this point, it's like you will only have what you will have. You're not playing games anymore, and you're certainly not letting anyone play games with you. This is about being sharp-witted. Trust your insights, trust your vision. Some of you might get numbers in your dreams. You might get like it could be winning lottery numbers, or some of you it might be like addresses. Could be in the area, but like might be places where you're going to apply things of that nature, but you might get something of the address, like the numbers to it, or who knows, some of y'all might really be tapped in and get the address and the street name. There's like errors in your favor. Could be people think they're looking for a certain neighborhood. They end up in your neighborhood. Maybe they overhear you singing, or I don't know, they see your live painting outside, for your streaming channel. And I don't know, maybe there's just something that you happen to be doing at the time. And even if they thought they were in a certain neighborhood, but find out they're not in the right neighborhood, they're in the right neighborhood, right? They're these like seemingly chance connections that were put together by the divine taking place right now. So I really feel like, don't question them too much. You earn this. You're in like what some might call a good karma territory, and then some. There's like it's like a backlog of blessings that are being realigned with you. And in the past, those who wanted to stop it, it's like they disintegrate at this level of vibration in the ether. So your opposition is vanquished, really and truly. And if they do try to climb up on a neck or pop up or whatever, it's just grounds for embarrassment for them and humiliation, which is what they get. Because from what I've been made to comprehend about this, they were especially dirty. So they can get the trouble that they make for them, that they made for themselves, that they make for themselves, trying to come up against you when you ain't out here no bothering nobody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you found this helpful. You can tune into more broadcasts as they post as a member of www.vibegarden.org. It starts at $1.11 a month at tier 1, or you can join for $8.88 a month at tier 2 and get like the moon reports and all of the fun things and the pop-ups, because we do like moonbeams pop-ups and like free card pulls show up in the room, with also donation card pulls are made available. Tier 1s, you still do get to go into member rooms, and the pricing is extremely nice if you're a member, for when there is a pop-up reading room and I'm taking questions, or I myself collaborating with someone else, maybe taking questions, and then we may like split whatever donations come through. Different events that come up, having access to those, everything is made available essentially to members, with a preference or priority. So again, that starts at $1.11 a month. And if you're a visitor, though, there are things you can tap into as a visitor. This month, for instance, and it isn't going to last like this if you're not a member, but like on Mondays, you can book for $55 to get a 45-minute reading. Typically, it's going to be $77, like at a discount, So I have been trying to meet people kind of like where some folks have found themselves in this side-eye emoji, the economy that we've been dealing with or passing through. But again, you can go to www.vibegarden.org for that. Click on the green Vibes and Sessions button for more information. There's also an envelope on the front page that you can click, and you can just send me a message, or you can send me a message through Vibe Garden, through the Vibe Garden Ko-Fi. You probably would have to follow the account, even if you're not immediately choosing to become a member. You can still send messages, I think, as a follower. I believe you can. I thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all are super duper excellent. Until again, stay fly, y'all. Peace.